welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jazzy J. I'm bringing you a tutorial. So this is the beginning of my jacket. I went ahead and added some fur to it. I seen these jackets all over Instagram, so I was like, let's go ahead and recreate it. And yeah, let's get started. What you'll need is a jean jacket, some fur, some string for the bottom hem I'll show you, and some fabric glue. I use Fabric Tac. It's like $3.99. So I went ahead and I flipped my sleeves upside down, or inside out, sorry, and then that's where I put the fur, just because when it's inside out for me, it's a good arm length. So go ahead and measure your fabric and then go ahead and cut your fur. When you cut in this fur material, make sure you push the fur in the opposite direction because you don't want to like have it all patchy. Alright, so once I have my piece of fabric already cut, I'm gonna go ahead, make sure you actually take the tip off of the glue so it can come out. Alright, and so I just do it along the edges. So the edge of the top and the edge of the bottom, and then I just go place the fur on there like that. Go ahead and press it down, but make sure when you're pressing, you're not putting too much pressure because you don't want the glue to go through, because it will like go in the fur and then the fur will clump up. At first the glue is not going to be like really sticky, so it's not going to just stick instantly. Give it some time and then it will stick. And then just go around and put glue all over the edges and then keep laying the fur and keep pressing. Alright, at the end there may be like a little piece extra. Go ahead and cut that off. And then you just want to go ahead and glue that raw edge down. And then after you glue it down, make sure you fluff out all the fur too. Alright, and so we're just going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other arm sleeve. I speeded this up real quick because I just showed y'all what I did. But yeah, that's another view. Alright, so after some time, it should be real stuck together and not lifting. Carefully go ahead and flip it right side up. And then you'll see here I got like extra fabric that's like longer than the jacket. So we're just going to bend that down and then we're going to glue that to the edge of the jacket. Alright, now moving on to the collar part. You do want to measure your piece. Make sure you have like at least an inch extra on each side, as you can see there, because you're going to fold that over. Alright. Alright, so just like the arm pieces, I'm just going to add glue to the edges. Every once in a while I'll probably do like a strip through the middle, just so it's intact. And then I use my new Bath and Body Works candles. They had a sale, you know, to hold it down while I just kept moving on, so it could just speed up the process of sticking. Alright, so right here you want to cut kind of like a line through so it can bend over. And then you're also going to cut it again. I'll show you a little more later, closer look, okay? Alright, and so this part I'm just going to add glue to the edge on the side. And then I'm going to move back over to this side, and then you'll see how I cut it. Like kind of like a little triangle right there. Alright, and so at the top you see there's excess fabric. I didn't want to glue that down because it would just be pointless. So I just went ahead and cut it just to match kind of the middle. And that is really it. So go ahead and flip the sleeves back. I had to wait for it to dry because I didn't want to mess it up. So once it's dry, you flip it back and those should be all good. Alright, so I did notice here that it was kind of like flapping and not stuck at the edges. So I went in and put some extra glue real close to the edges so that everything was laid and there was like no flaps like that you could see the inside basically. Alright, this part will be optional. Now moving on to the bottom hem. Normally I would have just sewed the bottom, but I wanted to make the whole tutorial non-sewing. So what I did is I'm going to use this fabric glue, and I basically put my string through, put some glue on the edge, and then flipped it over. I will say this, you're going to see me change my method and pull out the string because you want to make sure you don't get any glue on the string, because if you do, your jacket is not going to be, basically you can't gather it and stuff. Alright, so right here I was like, yo, I'm getting glue on the string. Let me just pull this out and do it without, so it's not that hard. So if you want to do it this way from the jump, I would just recommend that. So basically put some glue and make sure you have like 1.5 inches of space inside so you could pull that string through afterwards. That's the important part, so don't go gluing the whole bottom. Make sure you have some space for the string to go through. Alright, so right here to get the string through, you want to take a safety pin, pin it through your string, and then you'll go to the bottom of your jacket, and basically you'll push it through. So you'll push your safety pin through, and then pull the fabric back, and then you just keep doing that all the way. It will be a little harder because it is jean material, but just keep going and keep pushing. You got it. If you have to maybe open it up in some spots because you messed up, go ahead and do that, and then we could just glue it at the end to finish it off. Alright, so I will say this, before you start to go ahead and thread the string through, make sure you give it at least about 30 minutes to dry. Otherwise that fabric glue is going to keep unsticking and opening up at the bottom. Alright, so right here I had to open it up. Like I said, if you mess up, that's okay. Open it up. And then go ahead and just glue it over once you have it all the way in. Again, do not get any glue on the string because it won't be able to gather. And you want it to gather like that so it fits a little better. Alright y'all, that is the end of the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. This is the final look. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I have a bunch of clothing tutorials coming up. This is how I wore the jacket. Yeah, so go ahead and subscribe to your girl, like this video, comment, and we'll see you next time.